First sketchbook tour. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to see a lot of ugly. Because I started out teaching myself how to draw, and it took me a long time to get here. And yeah, a lot of it is horrible drawings, but you got to start somewhere, right? So, here we go. Interesting? Yeah. Just the front page. Had a little fun with it. Just more randomness. Probably going, where's the actual drawings at? Boom. Right there. The first two that I put in here. It's not the greatest. And I think I was just trying to mess around with colors and swatches and layers on that. See, I had problems with hands and proportions in the very beginning. Just a skull. Don't know what that was. Still having issues with proportions and structure, obviously. Still working on it though. Almost like the way he looks. Starting to get a little bit better, but not the greatest. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Still awkwardly positioned on the arms, especially right here. It looks so awkward because I didn't connect it correctly. I actually like the way this pencil one kind of turned out. His face is alright. A little off-centered, a little lopsided, but better. Yeah. She looks like an alien. So does he. He just looks weird and creepy. And I don't even know. As we can see, there's some slight improvement. I tried to do like the whole monochrome thing, where you basically just take one color from a family and do it. And I only did these two. However, I did have 4 on the page. So, there's that. He's pretty good. She looks creepy. It's my honest opinion. Yeah. This is where, actually this one came first. I started approving a little bit better with this. I never colored it in. I took inspiration from Spike, Cowboy Bebop. I seem to draw a lot better when I have a reference, and you'll be able to see it throughout. When I have a straight reference versus me making something up in my head. First time ever, well, actually, yeah. And then this is Hinata. And see, from my head, don't look that great. Now this one is from my head, and she turned out halfway decent. Then you have from Jujutsu Kaisen, right here, Romero a dumbed down version of Kiriko from Sword Art Online, and I don't know. Yeah, I think I was having a bad day that day. Jinimoa from God of High School. I like the way this one turned out. And, of course, another one from Jujutsu Kaza. You'll see a few of him. Also, Satoru Gojo from Jujutsu Kaza. A lot of people did not like this one. I got harsh reviews. And to be fair, it's not that great. He looks kind of crazed. But to be fair, he does have his crazed looks. And yeah, I didn't like this one either, so I didn't bother finishing it. Now, I used a direct reference for this one, and it turned out amazing for the most part. And just more random. Focus. Yeah, I don't know. I think I was trying to mess with chalks and it just didn't work out. Charcoal. Whatever. Yeah. Obviously, Demon Slayer, Tanjiro, and I used direct reference. However, there are still issues with the sword, some of the line detailing, his hand. I royally screwed up here and here. And I messed up his earrings as well. But, you know, I tried. And this is Anvos Gadavios. I cannot pronounce it. Yeah. The Misfit Demon King. Great anime if you ever watched it. I took my time drawing him, and I had a full reference of his face, and it turned out really good. I was really happy with this one. As you can see, still messed this up, like his hand here and a few other areas, but for the most part I think it turned out pretty good. I can't get too mad at myself. It's not perfect, but it sure is pretty decent for the most part. I drew this character just because I wanted to draw the dog. That's the only reason. Ah, yes. Dr. Stone, Senku. And I messed up his hands, especially right through here. But, you know, and I think I messed up one of the bags, maybe this one. I can't remember. But, you know, hey, it looks pretty good. And I tried layering his hair down like how it is in the anime. It's very dark green at the tips and that fades down to basically white. So, a little bit of color, but not a whole lot. Yeah, use this cat direct reference I found online, and I absolutely love the way it turned out. My friend David, not very good at drawing, but he seemed to be liking it. And just trying to draw and get proportions right. And then this happened, and I was like, okay, yeah, I don't even know. So I moved on. Then I started trying to draw realistic looking eyes and a nose. I actually did the nose amazing. I like the way the nose turned out. I'm not too much of a fan of the eyes. I just can't draw eyeballs, okay? And yeah, I don't know. We're just going to move on. Oh yeah, the one mermaid I actually drew to a mermaid. Mermaid. He's a happy little spit fuck. Just more just straight pure randomness. Needless to say, I was not too thrilled with this drawing, so yeah, I just did that. Yeah, I spent a lot of time trying to practice, and I used a reference to get this drawing right here. A lot of time. Naruto from Naruto Shippuden. And then I was practicing drawing a Boston Terrier, which I actually really like this one, but that's, you know. And then I tried charcoals again. This one turned out a little bit better than last time. And then there's just me some more messing around. This is actually a photo reference of the dog, except for the back end. I didn't have that. I just kind of made that up. So if you take that half, it looks great. Don't look at that half. Oh yeah, more trying to draw him, and then of course some classic stuff here. My son wanted me to draw an alligator, and I actually like the way this one turned out. Yeah, I have an idea for a tattoo, and this is where it's going, but I have not completed it yet. And then I found this picture right here on Pinterest, someone's drawing, and I just did a quick copy of it, and I like the way it turned out. Don't ask me. There's a pit bull and a god-awful drawing of Itachi. I actually kind of like this one. Yeah, just more random drawing. Sorry, my hand's shaking. Obviously a bunch of just sketching out, try to figure out some stuff, and then a redesign of this character. There you go. Really like Little Froggy. Kind of like this. This is straight up abstract. I don't know where I was going with it, but you know, whatever. I liked it. And we can't forget the fish. And then I was just bored. And then first attempt at ever drawing a possum. My husband loves possums. There's this one. I actually really like the way this turned out. Some of it was a reference and some of it was just made up in my mind, just a combination of. I like the way this cat turned out too. And then here is this. And I actually truly like the way this turns out, the silhouette. And I did use a reference, and I think it turned out pretty darn good. Here's a bigger version. Obviously, I did not complete the face, and I did it in pen, so no takebacks. Once it's in pen, yeah. And just a straight random page of randomness and pure chaos. Just more chaos. Yeah, a ship. And then I don't like his face at all on this one. But for the most part, it actually is a pretty decent color. But I think I made him too angry. It just doesn't look that good to me. And yeah, this is officially the last page in my book. But yeah, I guess that's it. Don't roast me too hard. I'm still practicing and learning as I go. Thanks for watching.